This podcast contains explicit content.
Good evening, cowards.
This podcast is hardly focused.
Oh my God. No.
Dissecting the news, one tangent at a time.
When there's nothing left to burn, you have to set yourself on fire.
Hi, everybody. Hardly Focused, the 697th episode. Jack Gill, Mike Terrara, Becky Hill. Yeah, Mike, we are very close to the 700. It's going to be a struggle.
It's going to be one of those, huh?
It's going to be a struggle. 700th episode of this podcast, for which I have nothing planned.
As is, of course, tradition.
No plans, no big events, no hanging out at a bar with all 6 of our listeners. No, none of that planned.
Yet.
The only thing...
No, not at all.
It's a surprise party.
It's a surprise. There's no party.
Surprise at the house. We're just going to throw a rager.
Yeah.
There you go.
I've been planning it.
Well, first and foremost, I will plan to figure out how to pronounce 700th. I'm never going to be able to say that. I just
You're going to over-enunciate the wrong syllable.
I formulated that
weird.
sentence to recover myself just now from saying or botching 700th, and I can't. This is weird.
Man, words are hard.
Yeah. And math. Math is hard.
No, numbers are crazy.
I always think of Beavis when he said he was angry at numbers because there were too many of them. And
Not wrong.
Well, I used that line. I actually used that line at work the other day, and it got nothing. It just got a big old...
Yeah, well, big gulps, huh?
Yeah, I think my integrity was questioned when I said that.
Hey, guys. Oh, big gulps, huh? All right. Well, see you later.
You like that? I'm quick on the draw. I've got everything hotkeyed.
Quick on the draw. I thought I'd be dead. Put a gun to my head, and this is what he said.
Well, a lot going on in this installment of Hardly Focused. We'll talk about the new drummer of a band that Mike and I are going to see in just a few weeks.
Yeah, that's happening.
And then Sydney Sweeney. This one's kind of for Becky, but Sydney Sweeney's been in the news.
You didn't even know I was joining you. Don't lie.
You're right. Becky said, hey, literally 10 seconds before I walked in here to get everything ready to go, she's like, as long as you keep the lights off, I'll join you.
And the lights are on.
Not the big studio lights.
I know. That is what I
not the
meant.
studio lights.
Big giant ring lights.
That's usually what she says to me, even at night, is that as long as the lights are off, I will join you.
6x12 lights.
Thank you for giggling at that.
Pity laugh. Oh.
And then there is the whole thing about the couple at the Coldplay show, which we're now a couple of weeks removed from it, but it's still really funny.
We got updates.
I already have it on a shirt.
Jack bought the shirt.
With the actual image?
Yeah, it's a shirt with the couple on it, like mid. It's a sort of cartoonish drawing, but they're like mid panic. The looks on their faces when they realized they were on.
I hope they sue you
Jumbotron.
for their likeness.
Sue me
Yeah.
because I'm wearing them on a
Yep.
shirt.
Yep.
That has probably more weight than what they are attempting to sue for. I mean, we can just jump right into that.
Is that even real?
So I'm glad you asked me that, because it's been hard to verify like a reputable source for this news.
But the non-reputable sources are all about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, every website
Twitter.
I've seen people on Reddit talking about it, but there's been nothing tracing back to what I would consider a reputable source, in that when I see who's posting about it, they're websites I've never heard of. They're like blogs, basically, not even like commercial blogs.
Instead of Gawker, it's Glocker.com.
Hey, do you think Gawker could potentially come back now that Hulk is dead?
I don't know. Maybe.
They tried to come back a few years ago. It was
Yeah, but then Peter Thiel bankroll Hulk's suit so that when you get a billionaire behind you, it's going to happen.
Yeah, Gawker was just completely annihilated at that point. They did try to bring it back under different ownership, and the appeal was gone at that point because it was just another website. I don't believe they were trying to do anything, unique. Much like the original Gawker, who was, they were known for at least stirring controversy. They were like TMZ, but with more words.
Better
And as
than
we
numbers.
learned today, words are hard.
Well, it was like Gawker was like TMZ, but with like a hint of journalism behind it. Whereas TMZ, they're just short.
Is that like
quick
Tostitos
articles.
with a hint of lime?
Yes. Just a hint. Just a wee bit. But anyway, the only reputable source I found that's been talking about the Astronomer CEO suing Coldplay is Fox News.
Wow.
And
that's saying something right there.
Yeah, and I loathe to...
Maybe he's friends with someone over there.
Ooh, Andy Byron?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm going to say, based on the context of this article, he's not friends with anybody over there.
Oh.
Because this article is essentially quoting two different legal sources, attorneys, analysts for Fox News who have read the rumors. We're going to call them rumors at this point, that Astronomer CEO Andy Byron is going to sue Coldplay, the members of Coldplay, or probably just Chris Martin. Guy Berryman, Will Champion, and then the other guy. They're fine. they are exempt. They are safe. It's all Chris Martin, because Chris Martin did this.
Now, what are they suing? Is it like some sort of like defamation, infringement of something, or like what are they trying to say?
Yeah. What was the right?
Because he got caught.
I'm suing
But
you
he
because
didn't-
I'm mad. Like, what is the actual suit?
Is suing that you were on camera? Is suing that he hypothesized some predicaments they could be in? Like, what did he say?
There's got to be some big legalese for what Andy Byron could be specifically suing for.
What if they had a low-key feud for years and Chris Martin just waited for his moment to expose something? And this is way bigger than we...
That would be the most wholesome conspiracy theory I've ever heard.
Yeah, it goes way deeper. We should report that.
So, once again, coming from a source less than reputable, because I have never heard of them before. The economictimes.indiatimes.com.
Yeah, I feel like that's not real. That's been coming up a lot.
That's sus.
But it's been making the rounds enough that now...
Hey, when you buy some influence, the system works in your favor for the algorithm.
Yeah. But it's at the point now where we got that Fox News is talking about it. But...
Hey, they'll talk about everything other than the Epstein files.
Right. They're talking about the real problems here, the real things.
Yeah.
The real issues.
CEO side pieces.
Yeah.
CEO and side pieces.
A source close to Byron told Page Six, quote, he didn't consent to being filmed or publicly humiliated. He
He wasn't
thinks
publicly humiliated. He was fucking ducking down. If he didn't do jack shit, I wouldn't have noticed it.
he thinks Coldplay made him a meme.
He's very insecure.
He made himself.
I mean, the internet made you a meme, babe.
That took off like wildfire. That video on TikTok, the person who posted it, it's got like 4 million views now at this point. Maybe even more. Last I looked, it was up to 4 million.
Oh, I bet it's beyond that. I mean, it's everywhere.
I feel like that's a low number.
There was
for
probably
something
multiple videos of it. But yeah, there's one that's the one.
I did see a video of, it wasn't just the camera trained on the Jumbotron, but rather trained on Chris Martin with the Jumbotron in the background when it switched to Byron and Kristen Cabot, the chick he was banging. But
They
it
could have
was
been in love. Don't diminish them.
the CFO that he was banging. No, the
chief people officer.
yeah, the CPO.
Maybe she was banging him.
She was raping him.
Oh,
It was,
Jack.
No, you rarely hear cases about
What if she was holding something over his head to keep her job?
the female raping the male. Law and Order SVU, they would have field days with these episodes because
I'm pretty sure this
is
not Fatal Attraction.
they were so rare.
It looked like he was holding her hostage, though, the way they were standing.
He was definitely grabbing her tits.
Was he?
He looks like where his arms are, they're like just right on her tits.
I mean, huh.
Hey, look, if he wants to grab a pair of fun bags and enjoy
Fun.
a little The Scientist, we're good to go.
Well, they were standing there.
Yeah, you could see them
embrace.
everywhere once you know the Where's Waldo of it. Wait, yeah.
The video I saw had them in the background for several shots.
They were on display. They were the star of the show.
Yeah,
They should have ducked down a little bit more. I was like, you're a CEO. They were good seats, right? Yeah, they're right there.
Mm-hmm.
It's just interesting that's where he was sitting.
Yeah, right within eye shot of stupid Chris Martin. We went to the wrong show. Becky, there were 2 nights that Coldplay played at Gillette Stadium, and we went to night 1, and the fun happened during night 2.
I had a great time though. Although I find something is not right about Coldplay. I was unsettled. I have been trying to shake that off because
Like the Uncanny Valley kind of thing.
it felt fake. I don't feel they're a real band. I don't feel their fans are real. I didn't feel we were at a real place, but all was well. I was like, no, some of these songs I like I needed to see them. We were there because I wanted to go. I had always wanted to go. I don't know that I'll ever need to see them again. I'm probably good, but something felt fake about it.
I'm good. I mean, I saw them.
Yeah, I hated their fans. I didn't like, I don't know.
I think I would have really enjoyed Coldplay had I seen them in maybe 2011, 2012, right after Milo Xyloto came out. Maybe even after Ghost Stories came out in 2014. Because now they're doing it feels like U2. It feels like they're doing the whole hey, we're bigger than everybody thing, and they're really trying hard to save the world.
I hated that.
Yeah.
We'll say.
As long as I don't get a Coldplay album on my phone, I think I'm okay.
They asked me to work out at their concert to power their concert. And it's like, you guys have the money. I'm not working out. It's 100 degrees.
Yeah. He seemed like a little too fake, Chris Martin. Like when they brought that group of people on stage, the fans.
It was a fake concert. It felt like an AI concert. It really did. There was something very inauthentic about it.
He's not a real person. Chris
And I'm
Martin.
not a hater. I'm not I didn't give them much thought. I vibe to the songs I vibe to. When I was there, I was like, this is a weird. Yeah, it's AI.
I am a bit jealous of Ack because he saw Coldplay in 2005, right after X and Y came out. And that would have been the time to see them because they were big, but they were getting big.
Oh, it's too bad they didn't do a 20-year anniversary tour.
I'd say Viva La Vida was their
that
their
song
Everest.
slaps.
That's their peak. I'd say that's their peak. And they were still riding that high a few years later with Milo Xyloto. And then we've gone down since then. And we haven't really gone back up.
It's the Gwyneth of it all.
It is.
It might have been Apple.
Yeah. It's that goop.
It's the goop. It's the goop.
They got gooped.
Well, anyway, according to Fox News, any lawsuit brought against Coldplay's Chris Martin over the Kiss Cam fiasco would be, quote, dead on arrival.
Yeah.
Which, no shit.
Unless he's knows something we don't about these loopholes, and there's something no one's thought of that you can.
I'm
sue
sure
for.
he's trying to get his legal team to pay for it, but it's like, buddy, you're no longer the CEO. You're just a regular guy now. So,
If anything, I know who he is now. He should ride the wave of this. So, like,
it's not like he can promote his company anymore. Wah, wah.
I'm sure he can go find some other business to.
Yeah, I mean,
boss people around.
His company's famous. Like, I give him that.
What's his credentials? What's his education?
Probably some MBA from, Dartmouth or something like that.
No, probably like Northeastern.
Know nothing about the guy.
Well, you didn't go to his LinkedIn?
No, fuck LinkedIn. Oh, LinkedIn stinks. I hate LinkedIn.
Yeah, but sometimes it has information you need to know.
Like, sure, but that requires me to have to go to LinkedIn. I deleted my LinkedIn. I don't have a LinkedIn account anymore. I got rid of that.
Aren't you special?
Yeah, I know. You're unique.
I got sick of when I worked at WB, I got sick of random people just messaging me through LinkedIn, upset that their favorite game got shut down.
That's funny. That's actually really cool.
Yeah, people would do that. Like, oh, you work for the company? Let me harass you.
Well, people are harassing other Andy Byrons on LinkedIn.
I feel bad when that happens. I mean, that is kind of a generic name.
Yeah, I mean, I'm Rebecca Hill. You think I'm getting harassed? Becky Hill on the reg for what I've done in South Carolina. And you know what? I stand by it.
Your Instagram got shut down because of Becky Hill.
I know. When I'm not being a pop star by day, I am corrupting the court at night.
Becky Hill's reputation was left in shambles.
Somebody harassed
the fact
me.
that it's a real sound drop.
I call her Becky Booth. That's her nickname.
There was so many good. When she does something crazy, when she's in the headlines, there's so many good sound drops.
Ms. Hill was attracted by the siren call of celebrity.
I love that one.
That's an excellent one. It catches me off guard when I watch The Lawyer, and I watch him like daily, and I'll just be enjoying my, Karen Reed of the day, and then he just is like, "We got to talk Becky Hill," and I'm like, ah!
Becky Hill.
Oh God, that guy sounded like your small town country lawyer. I'm just a small town lawyer, and I don't know what's going on.
I think that's a woman, actually.
Oh, yeah. Well, wow.
The lawyer.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is like one of those Tig Notaro situations. Like, you have to stop and study and be like, what exactly are you?
Ms. Hill was attracted by the siren call of celebrity.
I wanted to write a book, okay? Leave me alone.
My name is Becky Hill, last name Hill, Hill.
I love that. I do always feel the need to spell my last name too. It just doesn't sound like a word, so you have to spell it.
There's this director/actress who she's in currently a Sephora campaign, so you'll probably see her show up on Reddit. Her name's Brittany Ray, and she's really, really funny. And
Brittany, last name Ray, or Brittany Ray like she's from the South? Brittany Ray.
It's her middle name. I think her full name is Brittany Carrera, but she goes by Brittany Ray, Rae.
Okay, that's Brittany Ray.
I think she's. Forgive me because I could be completely off base here. She's very well connected with our friend Joel Haver. She might actually even be like in a relationship with Joel Haver. She does a lot of.
Who's that?
We had him on the show a couple of years ago. Joel Haver.
Apologies.
The look, Becky.
I don't work here.
You weren't on that episode. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I only care about the ones I'm on.
I still get people coming up to me saying they can't believe we had Joel Haver on the show. And I'm like, I can't believe it either.
Apologies, Joe Haver. I'm new here.
Yeah, I think they're together, but or they're just really close friends. Anyway, I'm bringing up is in a lot of her videos, she'll always introduce herself like what you just said, spelling out your full name. She introduces herself as if she's in an audition, even if she's just like, at Starbucks, like just giving her name for her
she's
coffee.
She's probably trying to get them to spell it right.
No, she'll just like, what's your name? Brittany Ray, 5'2", Los Angeles.
Actress.
But anyway, back to the Andy Byron fiasco. Even Fox News saying these are just rumors. There have been no legal filings, and yet experts tell Fox News Digital there's not much Andy Byron can do legally about the situation. One attorney says Andy Byron has zero legal grounds to sue. In fact, his lawsuit is dead on arrival. He had no reasonable expectation of privacy at an event like that. There's a waiver of such rights at the point of ticket purchase, which itself is a contract/waiver. Not to mention, Becky, we saw several signs at Gillette saying by entering, you consent. Yeah. Consent to be on camera.
I know they're everywhere. I personally didn't see them, but it's because I'm not looking. I was looking for snacks. And I know the fine print of the ticket probably says that too. I just don't read it.
You consent to your likeness being reproduced.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Without compensation.
Nobody wants to reproduce my likeness, though I'm not on a t-shirt, even though I just want to be famous.
You could be.
I'm a pop star.
Is Becky'sFeet.com still up? I know I bought that
You cheaped out.
last summer. It's
I'm
it's
not
still
going to
there.
get famous,
They're
though.
still good.
Off of that.
No, but your feet might.
Right.
I'm going to bring up that Brittany Ray chick again because she's doing this thing where she's selling her socks, like her used socks online. And I can't tell if this has all just been like one big like skit or if she is really like selling her used socks. Like, I can't tell. She's always posting Instagram stories that just say, buy my socks.
I think so. I mean, I know it always somehow gets to this topic, but I've just been learning, like, even if I use like a makeup wipe, I could sell, I'm sure, 25 cents.
Well, in Japan, you can buy used underwear at a vending machines.
That's kind of horrific, though.
Mike, I like your shirts.
They don't want my used underwear, though, unfortunately.
No, there's a market for that. I do like your shirt. It looks very Japanese, speaking of.
It is very Japanese. I'm turning Japanese. At least I think so.
Congrats.
Another attorney told Fox News Digital that Andy Byron, quote, does not have a leg to stand on regarding any invasion of privacy claims. Sorry, privacy.
His wife should sue Coldplay.
Yeah, the only person who has a legal stand right here is Mrs. Byron, who I read has
the former Mrs. Byron.
Well, while they still have it, I guess they own a $2.4 million mansion in Maine, and she has retreated to that.
Good for her. Get it, girl. You got this. You got this.
Yeah, there's no repairing this marriage. It's over.
I don't know. Everything's repairable for a price.
I think so.
What about, no one's talking about what's her face's husband.
The HR
How
lady?
does he feel? He could be sad.
You know what? You're right. We haven't heard anything
just
from
ignoring.
him.
I mean, the men,
Maybe he's
well, isn't it true that men don't have feelings anyway?
They don't, and we should blame them. So I'm fine with blaming him for this affair. But, hypothetically, there's two involved here.
Maybe he's a passive beta like me and just
he loves it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, I purchased the seat next to them.
Yeah. He took the video. He was voyeuring.
He's just bragging to everybody that Chris Martin called attention to his wife and Chris Martin broke them up. And he probably thinks it's the coolest thing ever.
I told Jack if the camera panned to us, I would have turned around and done the same exact thing.
I would have just taken my dick out.
No, you wouldn't have.
No, I would not have.
No, you wouldn't have. I think you would have went like this.
No, I would have.
Sure, you dropped your box of Tic Tacs.
I would have given Chris Martin a reason to never, ever do this Jumbotron song thing again.
No, you wouldn't have. You were such a dork. You would have had so much fun with it.
Oh my God, I'm on TV. I'm on the big screen. Oh my God.
You would have done thumbs up.
No, I would have flipped the camera off.
No, you wouldn't have. You think you're so big and bad. No, you. I know you. You would have.
I like how she's skirting around. You think you're so big? You just a bitch.
Exactly.
She knows my tough guy act behind the microphone is just that. It's an act.
This tough guy. Yeah. Yep. Big
I'll
and bad.
flip the camera off and be like, oh my God, I broke a nail.
Although you were a little moody. Maybe you would have.
I was moody. Yeah, my favorite song. The song
Jack
I was actually...
it was a wild experience. We're not allowed to...
The song I was excited to hear was ruined by two roid rage buffoons in front of us who decided to get into a fight. It was so ironic because Chris Martin, the whole band up there is like they're preaching about love and peace. Everybody love one another, and there's just a fight happening in front of us. And like, guys,
and me and Jack were on opposite sides of this fight to where we didn't even know. We just observed it. I like wanted to get involved. I just had a moment of nope. I'm involved. And then he's crying, and I was like, just watch your song. You don't have to.
Had it happened during any one of their terrible songs that they've released from their last 4 albums, then I would have been fine.
I didn't know the song, so I was like, this is great timing.
But like for whatever reason, I enjoy that Chainsmokers song, which according to Setlist FM, they've labeled that as a cover.
It wasn't during that song.
It was.
Oh, well, yeah. I was there. I was present during it.
Yeah.
Jack can't isolate. You can get really weird at concerts in a way that I'm like, babe, if you're going to go in public in a crowd and the crowd's drinking and people touch each other, you have to be able to just isolate that and still have fun.
It gets to be a point where it's too much.
His tism speaks up too loudly.
Yeah.
It gets to be a point where it's too much.
Right, but it was funny with this one because we watched what happened and I just assumed we would be on like the guy who got punched. I was happy to see he got punched. And Jack was not happy to see he got punched. And so in the moment, we started yelling at the different people.
Why did you guys get into a couples argument? Because we were rooting for the wrong person.
No, seriously.
Everybody's in trouble here.
And he wouldn't let me talk about it after. So I said to him, we're not fighting over that fight at Coldplay.
No, the thing that got me the most was the one song I was excited to hear, and it was interrupted.
Yeah, but I blame the kid for it, like escalating it.
They're all idiots.
It was like, kind of crazy. I had never seen like someone actually get punched and like.
Yeah.
I've seen people get punched, but not at a Coldplay.
No, that's why the crowd was off. In the optics of horrible, it was like a 50-year-old man and a 16-year-old kid.
Yeah, the older guy, he looks like a gym bro. He
wore an upside down visor the whole time.
Backwards.
So he was not backwards. So we knew going in, I said, this guy's going to be a thing. But I learned over time, I enjoyed the couple in front of us. I didn't think I would, but they said she hit my drink and seemed to care that she did. And they were all drunk, but I was like, all right, they're fine. They're obnoxious. They were just, in my opinion, South Shore trash. The accents were thick.
Yeah, that didn't bother me at all.
No, I just knew they were here for their night of drinking. They were probably not all had a wife at home. I have a feeling this double date, maybe I didn't see rings. I was trying to figure out their life. But I built a bond with these people.
Do you think they would have controlled themselves if the Jumbotron landed on the Jumbotron camera landed on them?
No, I think they would have gone feral.
Exposed their infidelities.
Yeah. I don't know. The kid though was on something and I thought you would have been happy to see him get punched because he was encroaching their space and then basically was asking for a fight while doing it. And he was unwell. Like there was no light in his eyes. Yeah. And he lost his hat. They threw his hat down there.
Well, fuck his hat.
I think that's what he was most sad about. I think he finally retreated once he realized he wouldn't be able to stand up. Like he couldn't see straight and then
I don't have a hat anymore.
Yeah. And he literally went, sad boy, with my hat.
At Coldplay. Like, of all, Mike, to your point.
Nobody flinched around us. Like, I was like, we're robots.
Yeah. His buddy turned around, like his buddy like turned around and was looking at us and was like trying to apologize. And I'm like, nope.
Jack said nope. And Jack started saying like, get hit by a car. Well, I was like, I'm glad you punched. We literally at the same time, just we're not on the same page. I was sticking up for the girl, though. He was being weird to the girl, and I don't think you come at it from that perspective sometimes, where I was like, somebody, I'm not saying, like, he got to be, so it was a weird moment. I'll just say that.
I thought that kid, like, I thought that was, like, one of their kids. That's what was, like, unsettling for me, was that I thought.
No, he came from somewhere random.
Yeah.
It took me a while to figure out the facts too, but once I started watching them because it took a while to escalate to where it was. And so I was very deep in the facts. I knew what was going on.
Yeah.
So I just turned to Jack and said, trust me. I know what's happening.
Also, if you notice, nobody else around him, the meathead, we weren't all piling on top of this kid. They were all telling the dude to stop. Like the woman was telling him to stop. The guy his friend was telling him.
It escalated because the kid started to thump his chest a little bit for no reason. It wasn't his row. I don't know. I think just was so drunk or on something that he just thought this was his row and then started being weird.
That kid wouldn't have. I mean, if he actually tried to go up against that dude, though, I will say that dude.
I could have fought him. He couldn't stand up. That was the thing.
The big guy? The big guy. Oh, no, that kid. I could have fought him.
I apologize. Jack could have fought him.
Yeah.
That's saying something right there. Jack has noodle arms.
But the other dude.
He does.
Yeah. But the other dude, no. That fight would have been a quick fight right there.
Wait, what other dude?
Upside down, the meathead. Upside down visor guy.
Jim Bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what that guy was? You know what he is? He's the kind of guy who goes to Planet Fitness and drops the weights.
Uncle arm.
Yeah. I think he's a firefighter. That's the career I gave him when
you gave him that career.
Yeah. I was like.
But did he have the firefighter stash?
No.
But he was vibing. It was a weird place.
I'm never going to another Coldplay show. Even if that fight didn't happen, I'm not going to another Coldplay show.
That's what bummed me out. I was like, you got to be kidding me. Like, I didn't want you to have a bad night over that. Then it just resumed. Everyone was
a bad night over something else.
It did.
Yeah.
I heard all the other songs that I wanted to hear, and that was it. Now I can say I saw Coldplay.
You'll go if I tell you you're going.
That's really nice of you to assume that.
Thank you, sir. May I have another?
I bought the tickets.
We went to the wrong Coldplay show. That's it. At the end of it, we went to the wrong Coldplay show because we did not witness.
You wouldn't have been able to
this
handle
high profile affair occur.
You would have. I know it does kind of stink to be. You have
videos from other perspectives showing that when it happened, and you can hear the silence, like the cheering all of a sudden stops.
I would assume it's a joke because I feel like there's a viral sports place camera thing. Like all the time, there's something random, like the Kiss Cam or where they do stuff. And I'm like, wait, is this staged?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that felt very up. Yeah.
No, they're a couple of idiots and they could have just played it off.
I think the issue might have been they just didn't want their spouses to know. And I think even if it didn't go viral, their spouses still would have known because their friends were probably the neighbor.
Sure.
Is there.
There was never going to be a good ending to that story. Just the ending that they chose to go with involves them going viral and now millions of people know who they are. And weirdos like me have them on a t-shirt now.
We're going to see him at Wegmans.
And I hope I wear my shirt so I can go up to him and just like point at my shirt and be like, "That's you."
Ask him to sign it.
Could you sign my shirt? Could you sign it right on her forehead?
Well, we didn't get the Coldplay shirt or poster. So
I got a
at
Coldplay
least
shirt.
came home with a memento.
My shirt says, Mike, my shirt says Coldplay on it.
Oh.
Like, it's not just a picture of them embracing. It says Coldplay on it as well. Well, that happened. And Coldplay, though, is a band they are kind of like U2. There are very few bands out here that can hold this claim to fame, that it's been the same 4 members of the band since they formed.
People call them a shittier U2.
Especially now, this whole, fix the world, make the world a better place, this whole mentality, this whole thing they're going for. Like, I mean, U2, even like present day U2 is a shittier version of U2. But Coldplay is really...
They overdid it. It was silly.
Coldplay's overdone because they're changing, they change up their sound, and they try to do this whole like techno-y outer space thing, and they all dress like aliens at one point. And
what's the deal with the puppets?
I don't know.
Was there a miniature Stonehenge?
I can't wait for that sequel.
Puppet?
Oh man, that trailer looks so good. Mike, have you seen that trailer for Spinal Tap 2?
I've avoided the trailer so far.
Okay, well, it's good. I'm very hopeful. I'm very excited for this, and I hope I hope they go on tour. Spinal Tap, all of them, if not in their 80s, pushing 80s, and I hope they do what Ozzy Osbourne couldn't do, and that's spontaneously combust on stage. Because that would have been very metal if Ozzy just croaked in the middle of that show. We talked about this last week, but that would have been the most Ozzy thing to do during his final performance. Just die in the middle.
Keith Richards' thing to do would be die on stage and then revive himself back on stage.
Mm-hmm. No, Ozzy would die on stage, and the rest of the band would just keep going. They'd think it's part of the act. It wouldn't be until everything like wraps up, they take their bow, and they realize like, hey, Ozzy's not getting up. he's just been sitting there. What, Becky? Do you remember what you were saying?
I was just saying the puppets have a band name, like they're the something, like they're a thing.
They shouldn't be. It made no sense.
I agree. If as a casual, very casual fan, I didn't know what I was in for seeing this. I don't know the lore behind this, but I was taken aback by that. However, the drummer's fine. You can get it. I'm in love with him.
I will see Coldplay again if they do like an anniversary tour of any of their like first 3 albums. Like if they did Parachutes front to back.
Yeah. I'm not going back. I think we're on the same page.
Yeah. Hell, even like if they did like even like Ghost Stories, I would go see. But that's it. That's where I draw the line.
They're huge. Like, I mean, that was sold out.
That was
multiple nights.
I at least respect Chris Martin. I always respect bands. I always talk about this, but bands that can at least try to have some sort of like make some sort of connection to the city that they're playing in. Because when a band performs at Gillette Stadium, they don't give a shit if they're saying hello Boston. Because you're not in Boston, you're in Foxborough. You're actually quite a ways from Boston.
I actually think it is a common trope for them now to be like, you're so far away from Boston, the airport. Like, sorry, their 15-minute drive with the cop that was like giving them the path. They're bitching about that.
No, I
Get
do.
over it.
I do give some respect to Chris Martin for not only recognizing that they were in Foxborough, they're far removed from Boston, and that the traffic around here is just absolutely horrific.
Well, he should have walked if he's authentic to his message.
He should have gotten on 93 like everybody else, taken it to 95, which is also Route 1.
Yep. North and south.
Yep. And
east and west at the same time.
And the real test to see if you're being authentic is to recognize that combination of highways and also not put a "the" in front of it. You know how you know you're from out of town? When you call it the 93 or the 95.
Why would you call it the 93?
Because out in California, they call it like
the 405,
the 405, the 5. Yeah. Yeah. This guy I worked with who's from Montreal drove himself from Montreal to Boston and mentioned, he's like, yeah, the only traffic I hit was on the 93. I'm like, the what? Oh, that's right. You ain't from here.
We don't like your kind around here.
Shame.
You go back up there to Canada.
Well, a band that has seen some lineup changes, the Foo Fighters. And I guess on the topic of TikTok, I still get notifications daily about my video from, I guess, last year now, predicting that Shane Hawkins would be the next drummer of the Foo Fighters. Well, it looks like that prediction hasn't. I'm sure it will.
Yet.
It will come true. It's just not coming true right now.
It hasn't come true. It's going to. It's going. There's not yet. I'm just a little ahead of the game.
There's been this odd trade that's happened. I don't know if it was like a formulated trade or if things just kind of played out this way. But in that TikTok video, at Focus Hardly on TikTok, I did say that Josh Freese will forever be the permanent temporary drummer. The permanent fill-in drummer. And that's exactly what has happened here. He was in the Foo Fighters. He was actually kicked out of the Foo Fighters. Josh himself has proclaimed he has never been fired from a band before. But he left the Foo Fighters. And he is now, once again, in Nine Inch Nails. So, Mike, when you and I see Nine Inch Nails in a few weeks,
we're going to see him.
We'll be with Josh Freese. Now, Nine Inch Nails had a drummer. In fact, the part of the tour they just wrapped up, this drummer was part of it. His name's Elon Rubin. Well, he is now the drummer in the Foo Fighters. So Josh left the Foo Fighters. Elon apparently got some great offer to join the Foo Fighters, even though he'd already committed.
You can't refuse.
Yeah, it has to be. I mean, because Elon has been playing with Nine Inch Nails for a very long time. I saw them in 2013, I think, and he was playing with them then.
I think it's been at least 15 years he's been the tour drummer.
Yeah. And this dude's got quite a resume. I mean, his primary band is Angels and Airwaves with Tom DeLonge, but he has been in Paramore, Nine Inch Nails, obviously. I loathe to bring up their name, but Lost Prophets, back before all that unpleasantness happened. That was, I think, Elon's first big band. But now he's in the Foo Fighters. And he's got a very distinct style of playing. It would be very interesting to hear how that translates with the Foo Fighters. But he has enough energy. He could match Dave Grohl's energy, his style of playing drums, and match that of Taylor Hawkins as well. I think this actually is like the most logical. It's not a name I would have thought of, but it's a logical choice. But now I question if there's any beef between Dave Grohl and Trent Reznor for this happening.
Oh. Because Trent would give a shit about Dave Grohl. Let's be real. Trent's like, I don't care. I make music.
Yeah. Nine Inch Nails there's this history I've always been fascinated with. Just before they go out on big tours, Trent will have a lineup ready to go, and then it fractures right before the tour starts. This has happened before. I think it was in 2013 if that was when Hesitation Marks came out.
I think that sounds about right.
And he had this guy, Adrian Belew, who he's from King Crimson. He's like one of the most innovative guitarists alive. He dropped out like a week before the tour was supposed to start. And then Eric Avery from Jane's Addiction was lined up to play bass on that tour, and same thing, he dropped out. So Trent had to scramble with days before the tour started to get replacements lined up, and he did. One of them was Pino Palladino, who plays in The Who.
Oh,
I thought that was really fascinating. Josh Freese too. He's the kind of guy that, like, if you need a drummer in a pinch on a week's notice, he'll be able to step in and learn the set. And that will be
the amazing thing. You're like, I'm going between these bands, and I know the entire repertoire of these multiple bands.
Mm-hmm. Josh played in Nine Inch Nails for several years, so Really? He's just got to learn the new stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Now, Mike, I don't think we've done a podcast since it came out, but the new Nine Inch Nails song, the first single from the Tron Ares soundtrack. What do you think of that?
Mm-hmm. I like it. I like it a lot. It definitely has more of that. I'd say classical, traditional Nine Inch Nails to it. Not necessarily the old. We're not talking like, had like a hole kind of hard, but it's definitely right in that solid core of like, it's not too experimental.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's got these weird sounds where you're like, what is going on? Like, I like it, but it's kind of off. Like, this is something that's like, it's pure Nine Inch Nails.
As alive as you need me to be.
Mm-hmm.
That's the name of the song. And I got to say that a couple of trailers, especially the most recent trailers, come out for Tron Ares.
Mm-hmm.
I hate Jared Leto. I wish Jared Leto wasn't in this movie. But it looks like it's going to be a really good movie.
You know what? Tron 2, in and of itself, was not a great movie. However, Tron 2 was a visual orgasm.
Yes.
Okay. That being said, I don't like Mr. 30 Seconds to Mars in much of any of his movies. That being said, I fully expect this to be an auditory orgasm. Okay? An eargasm, if you will. Throw back that word right there.
Well, even Tron Legacy was great with Daft Punk doing the soundtrack.
It was. I mean, that was great. It was, but the thing is, Daft Punk was like here, but the visuals were that much better to where you're like, Daft Punk was just an accessory to the visual.
Yeah.
That's how good the visuals were.
Tron Legacy had the advantage of CGI.
Yep. I mean, the de-aging was a little bit.
It'd be, if they waited 5 years, it would have looked so much better.
But that's the thing. You get the technology at the time,
Mm-hmm.
as opposed to individually color shading the cells like the original Tron.
Sure. Yeah. I remember my father saw Tron in the theater and was telling me that back in 1982, it was like the craziest thing anyone had ever seen.
Yeah, and they got shafted out of an Oscar because the old fogies were just like, we don't like the way this looks.
Yeah, they said because it was CGI. It was early CGI.
Yeah, they're like, this isn't real. Like, buddy, just wait 10 years and see what happens.
Didn't qualify. Seriously, if they'd waited 5 years for Tron Legacy, because when, I think it's the beginning of Captain America Civil War, when they show teenage Tony Stark, and
yes,
they de-age Robert Downey Jr. and they use it was partially done with some
21 Jump Street.
Yeah, it was some old footage of him, but it was done so well that I actually thought they were just superimposing a clip from something from the 80s. I'm like, no, this is what de-aging is now. And then we get a couple years later, we get Captain Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
Sam Jackson de-aged for 60% of that movie.
And you don't even notice it.
No. But it's so noticeable now. And you're watching in 2010 is when Tron Legacy came out, and you're seeing de-aged Jeff Bridges. And
they were like, hey, we can do this. And you're like, but should we?
Well, Jeff Bridges will be in Tron Ares. He is in the new trailer for it.
The dude abides.
I don't know how he's going to be in it.
Somehow, it's all that matters is he's going to be there.
Somehow, Kevin Flynn returned. There's a line in Tron Legacy I love when he's talking with his kid, and his kid's catching him up on everything that's happened since Flynn went into the program, and he's talking about the internet, just the internet in general, and Kevin Flynn tries to take credit for it. He's like, I had an idea for that.
Okay, Al Gore.
Well, much like how I thought this of Jurassic World Rebirth, it could be, Tron Ares could be a terrible film, but the visuals, and to your point, Mike, the soundtrack, will make it worth the price of admission. It's been Becky pointed this out to me. It's been a year for movies. I've been going to the theater a lot to see movies.
Yeah,
Becky?
or you're just miserable at home.
It's a combination of both.
Both can be good.
Well, Becky saw Jurassic World with me.
I did go to the theater.
Did you like Jurassic World?
It was cute. It was fine.
Yeah, I liked it. I thought it was the Jurassic World Dominion that I wanted. But I saw Superman, and that was a solid 7 out of 10.
Okay.
It's good. It's not great, but it's good. And it's not an origin story too, which is nice.
That's the thing. Where we've seen enough origin stories with these people. Like, come on.
Yeah. There are things alluded to throughout the film that, kind of give some backstory to Superman and why he is Superman. Like if you didn't already know, but we're not watching Kevin Costner get sucked up in a tornado. So it had that going for it. Plus all of James Gunn's usual cronies show up in it. And then the Fantastic Four, First Steps. Very good.
I was worried about that one.
Yeah, much better than the last time they tried to do.
And apparently this is just it's not larger universe, is what I was told.
Correct.
Is that correct?
Yeah, it will now. They will be part of the the upcoming Avengers films, but this is just they're in their own Earth. They're in another variant of Earth that's kind of like Fallout, where it could be present day, but everything looks like it's the 1960s. That retro futurism.
Oh yeah.
So it stands on its own. Yeah, there's
baby.
This actually does not have any. There's like no reference to anything else that's happened.
Infinity Stones. Blah 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 blah. Like, oh my god, again, really? Like,
no. They just make
none of it. Nice.
They make small references to the Fantastic Four villains, and that's it. Everything else is, and there's no origin story there as well. Like they've already established themselves as the Fantastic Four. They are the crime fighters. They are the superheroes. It was good. And the cameos in that movie, yeah, you had to be familiar with them, and it's like a blink and you'll miss it. But back in 1994, the late Roger Corman, who was known for making intentionally bad movies, I think it was an attempt to like retain the rights to Fantastic Four. He produced and helped film, I think he even directed it, in 1994, a Fantastic Four movie that never saw the light of day.
I think you're right. If they didn't make a movie that year, they would have lost the rights to that. And I think something else too. I think it was like if they didn't make this, they would have lost the rights to Fantastic Four and something else.
Okay.
And so they're like, oh, fuck it. Well, let's just put this piece of shit out.
Yeah. Well,
all in a day.
That's the 2015 Fantastic Four is why we got that abomination.
God.
Because Sony was getting I think is either Sony or Fox, whoever owned Fantastic Four at that point, they were going to lose it. So they're like, all right, well, let's just churn out a film, and if it does well, then like we get the rights extended, and then we can do sequels and et cetera, et cetera. And no, it is awful. Kate Mara's wig and all. Becky, I know this is incredibly fascinating for you because superheroes, but Kate Mara in the 2015 Fantastic Four wore this. I think for like most of the film, she's got like short blonde hair as Sue Storm does, and then they had to do reshoots long after the initial shoot was completed. And her hair, she had like grown her hair out. She'd done something where it's significantly different. So they fitted her with a blonde wig, and it's so obvious that she's wearing this wig, and it looks so bad. And it's already a bad film to begin with, but then when you have that visual, it just makes it even worse.
So like Superman's upper lip,
the CGI mustache removal. What was that for? He was filming.
Wasn't he filming? Mission Impossible?
Yes.
Was that the one where he's got the stash?
Yeah.
He has the gun cocking, the arm.
Yeah, and he was under contract. You cannot lose the mustache.
All right.
Unlike Harrison Ford. They said lose the mustache or lose the election. But yes, Fantastic Four First Steps. The 1994 Fantastic Four. I brought that up because the actors, all four actors from the 94 film, have cameos in this new one.
Oh, nice.
They have very small roles sparsed out throughout the film, and again, you'd have to be familiar with them because they're not necessarily big name actors. They're like they're B actors, but because their project never got an official release, that was a little nod, a little tribute to them.
Thank you.
So they got to be in it.
Hey, they walked so we could run, right?
Mm-hmm. But like, okay, Pedro Pascal's good in it.
Mm-hmm.
But we got to slow down with the Pedro Pascal, man.
We're gonna get Pedro Pascal out.
He's turning into Chris Pratt. I fear we're gonna go the Chris Pratt route.
Ooh, man, that's I understand where you're coming from, but that's gonna take a lot more Pedro Pascal to get to me to Chris Pratt level.
Sure, like Pedro Pascal isn't like a hardcore Christian, and
he's a nice guy.
Yeah, and I do think Chris Pratt is kind of a piece of garbage for the way he's treated Anna Faris. Like whenever he's
Anna Faris,
sorry, whenever he's talking about his marriage with Katherine Schwarzenegger and their kids, because it always happens
it always seems like a backhanded compliment of something like that. It's like, I love my wife, and you're like, oh yeah, the other one that you didn't like.
He does that every Mother's Day. He always posts about Catherine being like a great mother to his kids and everything. And people are like, you remember you have children with Anna Faris too, and she's also a good mother. You remember this, right, Mario? But there was a time like 10 years ago when he went from being the lovable oaf on Parks and Rec to becoming this big name actor. Jamie Kennedy?
Oh, wait, who do you marry?
Married a Kennedy.
Married a Kennedy.
I'm like,
yeah.
Shoot.
I thought you said Jamie Kennedy. I'm like, Jamie Kennedy did not become a big name actor. He did Jamie Kennedy X. He did
James Kennedy. Sorry,
James Kennedy. Okay, like he's any better. Like look up the I think it's 2012 into 2013 Jamie Kennedy's New Year's Eve.
Oh my God,
it's a disaster. It's considered one of the worst like New Year's Eve broadcasts ever produced. He was trying to he wanted to do something that wasn't Dick Clark, Ryan Seacrest, Anderson Cooper getting drunk on TV, and it failed.
Hey, Anderson Cooper getting drunk on TV is awesome because he has no filter at that point. At him and and he'll just say shit, and you're like, oh wow, all right, that's what we would need out of our newscasters right now.
Remember when they were told they couldn't drink?
They just did a lot of coke.
Yeah, we'll find other ways to be weird. Weird and funny.
Drinking Celsius.
Weird, funny, and gay. But not with each other, of course. That's what I've observed about those New Year's Eve programs. They're both very gay because they've loosened up, but not with each other.
Well, yeah.
Because
aren't they friends?
Yeah, sure. But it's just like it's watching two gay best friends go out and be gay like with each other, but not be gay with each other.
It's wild, Jack, isn't it? It's crazy.
The concept is insane.
It's crazy what they can do.
Like, oh, are you two together? Oh, honey, not us. No, I couldn't stand them.
That's what I say about everyone you go and hang out with. It's crazy. Look at them, just being people.
We're just a couple of guys. That's what we are. We're just a couple of guys. But Chris Pratt sucks. And I hope Pedro Pascal does not turn into him because he really is starting to show up in everything.
Well, I think it's because producers are like, well, he's good in this and good in this. We just need to get him in everything. And he's like, well, I don't want to say no. I'm a likable guy.
There's someone who needs to lose the stash, though, because in everything he's in, he's got the stash.
Mm-hmm.
And I get it's like, it's kind of like the Hispanic guy mustache. It's part of his appearance.
Maybe it's in his contract, like Burt Reynolds or Tom Selleck, right?
Oh yeah, fair.
This mustache stays.
He was
otherwise you go.
There was. It had to have been Law and Order SVU because that show's been on forever. But he played a villainous character in an episode. It was Stabler's last season of SVU, so I think that was 2011. But it's got a young Pedro Pascal in it, and he's got no mustache. I saw his name in the opening credits. I'm like, I'm going to watch this because like Pedro couldn't have been a big actor at this point. And I didn't even realize it was him when he showed up because he was clean shaven. And never seen the guy without the mustache. But like like on The Last of Us, he's got the mustache. Joel in the game didn't have a mustache.
That's true.
Reed Richards, I didn't think Reed Richards had a mustache, but here we go.
Nope. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe that is in his contract. But
it sounds legit now that you say it out loud, right? You're like, you might actually be right.
Why is Chris Pratt playing Mario? Pedro Pascal could be playing Mario because he's got a mustache. There you go.
That would be an interesting. That would be an interesting change of tone with an Italian plumber.
Yeah, it makes sense. All right, Sydney Sweeney. Becky, you're a female. How do you feel about Sydney Sweeney, especially being a fan of Euphoria?
I've always liked her. I don't know. She felt harmless. I think she's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't. You've drooled over her, so I've clocked her more in things she's doing. But I liked Euphoria.
Yeah,
I did, and I liked her. Yeah, I don't know.
Mike, do you like the Sydney Sweeney?
I mean, if I was looking to motorboat somebody, sure, but I mean, she's not on the top of my list.
Okay,
I'm not going to kick her out of bed.
Same.
But still.
I think she's funny.
Same.
I liked that movie we saw with her too. I should get more familiar with her work.
Wait, what movie did we see with her?
I don't remember what it was called, but it was the one where she is portraying.
Reality Winner.
Yeah.
Stealing the classified documents. Well, that was good. Yeah, that was a really good movie, and it was like a departure role for her because they made her look ugly.
Oh, well.
Like Charlize Theron.
I want to see that rom-com she was doing too. I'll get to it in 10 years, but.
Oh, with her fuck buddy there?
Yeah.
Glenn Powell?
I want to see it.
Yeah.
What else is she in? She's doing
I wouldn't click Glenn Powell out of bed either, so.
Sure. She was in Madam Web, which I've been told.
Yeah. We won't do that.
Did you actually see that one?
No, I didn't.
Okay, all right.
No, but nobody did. Remember she was doing her SNL monologue and she's like, I was also in Madam Web, and I'm pretty sure none of you here saw that.
Accurate.
I like Sydney Sweeney.
You love her.
But I get to Mike's point, I think people make her out to be this like unbelievably attractive human that there's no one out there like hotter than her.
Sure.
And yeah, okay, so just straight up as a guy, yeah, she's pretty hot.
I don't think they're even going that route. I think they're just saying she's a petite girl with big boobs.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But
that's the thing. She's not unattractive, but she's not the hottest woman in the world.
Right.
No, that's me.
Yeah. But there are people out there that treat her like that,
but it's become a shtick, and like she leans into it, and I like that.
Yeah.
I mean, it feels like that's hard to escape, especially if your start. I'm sure it's not her exact start, but is Euphoria.
To be honest, the quote is, "Show me the hottest woman on the planet, and I'll show you a guy that's sick of dealing with their bullshit." Right?
Yeah.
So.
I mean, look at me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You love my bullshit. You love it. Eat it.
Your bullshit is his bullshit. He loves it.
Yep.
He says more, please.
Yep. On a plate.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you,
Nice
sir.
and
May I
coiled.
have another?
I can't stand Sydney Sweeney's voice though.
What? This is not the Jack that I know.
Thank you.
You love her.
I think she's hot.
No,
I don't like her voice.
You liked her voice.
I don't like her voice.
No.
No, she's got dude voice.
No,
She's got dude voice. I have audio of her coming up.
Okay,
she's got dude voice.
Play it.
I'll play it in a second. I got to tee it up.
It's not Miley Cyrus bad, but
Yeah. There's some chick on I think it's Channel 7 in Boston. They just hired her to do I think sports, and she the second she opened her mouth, it was one of those like the voice does not match the face and the body, and my first thought was Sydney Sweeney.
I feel like you need to watch more Euphoria. You need to cue up that line of her. She's never been happier.
I love saying, I do like that line. I
so
should have
good.
that. I should have that isolated.
Probably, I don't know. I miss that show.
It's coming back. It's just
It won't be the same because the kid's gone.
sure, and everybody on that show is famous now. You said this a couple of moments ago, but not only was like Euphoria our first, not like it wasn't Sydney's first role. I think actually Law and Order. Speaking of, I think that might have been one of her first appearances on something. But Euphoria, and then there's a movie called, it's like an independent film called The Voyeurs, which is basically just softcore porn starring Sydney Sweeney.
That's what Euphoria is, and I loved it. I loved it. I loved it for me. I loved it for her.
Sydney Sweeney, of course, has her own subreddit, and the top post of all time is all of the sex scenes from The Voyeurs featuring Sydney Sweeney. It's like 5 minutes long. There's a lot of it.
Wow.
Well, she's in this American Eagle ad campaign that just started. Have you seen this one, Gab? Have you seen any of these?
I've seen it scrolling through Reddit.
I've seen it.
I didn't watch the full commercial, or maybe I did. I probably said, what is this? And then just moved on.
Well, it's very controversial because attractive, large-breasted blonde woman doing an ad campaign for jeans. And in the year of our Lord 20 and 25, that seems to have set off a lot of people.
Well,
there's a lot of trigger warnings in life right now because people are so divided.
Yeah, that's what it seemed. But I knowing that it was coming up, I quickly went to Reddit, and I'm unclear. What was this, a domestic violence campaign as well, or is this an afterthought? That's what. Because if that was the case, then it was like, well, that missed the mark. But
where's domestic violence coming into play here? Who's she beating up?
It was a limited edition jean. Okay. This could be from your India Times or whatever newspaper, but it had a butterfly on it.
Okay.
That is a symbol for domestic violence awareness, and donations were to be made from each jean. Now, I don't know if that was an afterthought where they're trying to clean up PR, or if that was actually the campaign. I don't know if that's a component. I know that's not. I know the Nazi undertones is what everyone's upset about, but that's also a.
No, it's not Nazi undertones. It's just eugenics. It's the generic eugenics.
Yeah, but it seemed like a lot.
So I just very quickly pulled up a post that,
and they're upset because it mimics like Brooke Shields' is awkward commercial back in the day.
The Calvin Klein ones. You know what gets between me and my Calvins?
Yeah. Which like that
Brooke Shields was 15 at the time.
Yeah,
that's why
that's tough.
Okay.
I mean, that is tough.
That was, it wasn't the fact that she was saying that. It was the fact that she was saying that, and she was 15.
Right. It's not the one you want to emulate if you're.
Yeah.
Which I don't know that what I admittedly I haven't seen the whole commercial, so I shouldn't speak. I'm just that's what Reddit was saying. But
so the Brooke Shields thing, I didn't realize she was only 15 because I was.
You didn't watch the documentary.
No, I didn't. I was just.
We're gonna put it on the list.
I was reading about just the comparisons being made to this and not thinking like, okay, in 1980 were people so uptight that just a single line could get an entire ad campaign pulled, but.
Wasn't she? She was in other things like topless on.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
I mean, she's.
Was she in? What was that movie called?
We let her down.
The Blue Lagoon. Is that her?
Yes. Yes.
And she's topless in that.
That's
and she's like, what was she 14 at the time?
Oh God! Oh my God!
The actress that was she was Julia.
Was that directed by Roman Polanski too? Is that why?
Was it?
I don't know. It just sounds like it would be.
I mean, it makes sense. The actress who played Juliet in the 1968 Romeo and Juliet, same deal. She was like 14 and shows her tits on screen.
Meanwhile, they may force it upon us in school.
Right?
And then,
Did you have to sign like the permission slip though because there would be nudity in it?
What was the point of that? There was other things you could have shown me.
Yeah, the miracle of life.
I don't understand. No, I had to watch abortion videos.
Isaac and Ishmael, in accordance with your parents' wishes, you may stand out in the hall during the duration of this film and pray for our sins.
I'm scarred.
You had to watch what? Abortion videos?
Yeah, Catholic school scarred. Like, I don't think they're doing that anymore. The things they made us watch was horrific, and I'm scarred.
Jesus Christ, Mike. Here we are going to public school, just assuming we're going to
I went to Catholic school my entire life.
Wait, you did?
Yes.
Well, were you shown the videos?
I don't think so because I was a guy.
Yeah, it was in my religious class that had both girls and boys.
Forgive me, Mike. I didn't know you went to Catholic school.
He doesn't give off Catholic schoolboy energy.
No, he doesn't. But neither do you.
I am such a Catholic schoolgirl.
Yeah, but his Catholic school dar is way off.
And I went to a Catholic college.
Am I the only one that went to public school?
Yeah, but every private university in New England's like a Catholic university. It's like the Jesuits run everything.
Yeah. But mine was named Salve Regina. That just sounds Catholic.
It sounds, yeah. Omne Patria et Filii et Spiritus Sancto.
It's Latin for something.
Look, the Simpsons said it best. Since you attended public schools, I'm going to assume you're proficient with small arms.
That's why you don't know numbers, babe.
Sometimes numbers are hard.
Because I went to public school.
After the abortion videos, we counted.
Yeah. We counted. Did you have to say your Hail Marys?
Yes. 7 times.
7 times.
Was it the rosary?
What's the usual rosary count? It's like 90.
I honest to God do not know.
I just remember
oh geez, it's you do 10 Hail Marys and an Our Father, and then you go around again. I think it's six loops. Six total.
Sue right in because she's in her Catholic girl era. All of a sudden she's really religious. So,
midlife crisis.
Mm-hmm.
I just remember flipping through the channels as a lad, and channel 99 was the religious channel, and they'd be doing it 10 a.m. every day, the rosary. So if you wanted to do the rosary along with old eye patch there, you could.
Oh yeah,
Mother Angelica.
I'm down. It's just a lot of time, and I have ADD. I do think I would forget what I'm doing.
My father's heavily religious, and he actually gifted me a rosary one year, and I'm like, I'm never using this.
It's
what
okay.
What do you want me to do with this?
What you do is you hold it in one hand, and you've got a wooden spike in the other hand, so you can fight off the vampires,
Your
right?
demons.
Like hello.
Yep. And garlic? Don't you need garlic too?
Depends. Yeah, I mean, some of the modern ones, they're like, we've gone to Olive Garden enough times. We're immune to garlic now.
I do think all the sass about the religion just comes from going to school. Catholic school.
My sass about
it just
religion,
didn't work.
It was crammed down my throat as a youth.
Well, that's what it is.
Yeah, well, when it's like when it's forced upon you, it should be like religion should be a choice.
I have religious trauma. I really do.
I think my father's secretly hoping that like one day I'll just find Jesus.
You will. I do think it like 70.
Yes, you will. He's panhandling at the back of the 7-Eleven.
That's Jesus, Mike.
Oh, sorry. He steals hubcaps from cars.
I do think when we move to the villages, we're gonna find community in our church.
No, I don't have time for that.
Well, I'll
you can go. You go to church.
Yeah, but
you have fun
to
with
come.
that.
No, we do everything together.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do.
I'm
not going along.
I have to wash my dog. I can't go to church. I can't go today.
I've got to wash my hair.
They have dog washes at the villages.
You know, this bitch over here is trying to push the villages on me.
And I cannot wait.
She wants to be a swinger when she's older. She wants to put the upside down pineapple in front of the house, the sign or whatever. What are they do something with scrunchies too? I think like they put like
it lets you know exactly what you're willing to swing with.
Yeah.
What anything.
I don't know details about this. I just know that there's apparently, scrunchies are involved as well.
I've never heard that once, so that's interesting.
Yeah. That's because apparently you're not that far into this.
You're a poser.
I'm just learning.
You're young and you're a poser.
We're going to swing on our golf cart.
We're going to swing on the golf cart. Yeah.
Can't wait. Yeah. I'm planning it.
The Sydney Sweeney ads for American Eagle, it seems like people are upset because the DEI initiatives that have been pushed for so long in the past decade that are now starting to be rolled back. this seems to be like a shining example of that, because instead of having, because you would see it at like, I guess like Target or other stores would do this, where they would just show like natural models, like just posing in underwear. And
this
now
is what a real person looks like.
Yes, exactly.
In our underwear.
Yeah. Like, you know, a fat chick or someone who's got like stretch marks all over them from having a kid, or like a C-section scar, anything like that. And then now this ad campaign just happens to feature a hot 27-year-old with huge tits. And that is somehow upsetting people. Which is what I thought a brand like American Eagle, I thought that's something I like. This is not out of the ordinary.
Was run 10 years ago, and Sydney Sweeney was in a time machine and was exactly 27 years of age. Exactly 10 years ago, this ad would not raise any red flags.
It would do nothing for the company because it'd be comparable to like Abercrombie.
But let's say even Abercrombie didn't exist. Is this taking everything now and just putting it 10 years ago? It's entirely the current climate of what we're in right now is why there's such animosity and such divisiveness towards this ad.
Yeah,
this was not this year.
Do you have the ad?
I have audio from one of the ads. This one is only appearing on social media. It has not been broadcast. They're actually considering this particular one not part of the campaign, but it's the one that seems to be yielding the most controversy.
Genes are passed down from parents to offspring, often determining traits like hair color, personality, and even eye color. My genes are blue.
Sydney Sweeney has great genes.
That's it?
That's it. All of these ads are like 15,
that made me laugh.
They're all like 15 seconds long. They all end with that tag.
It's literally, I get force-fed her soap commercials on YouTube. Well, not anymore. Not anymore.
Her bath water that she sold with Squatch soap.
Yeah, I think it's funny when I would get them, but I no longer get YouTube ads.
Oh yeah, we started paying for YouTube.
I've never been happier.
I've never
been happier. It was the best purchase we've ever made, and I like her leaning into that. I don't know, just hot girl humor. That made me laugh. That was fine. I don't understand, but okay.
Yeah, I think that's the ad that people are now making like the Hitler comparisons to.
Yeah, that's the one that they're kind of keying in on.
Yeah.
Now, I haven't.
Yeah, but does she have blue eyes? I mean,
I haven't had a chance to research this to confirm it at all. But somebody was saying that basically it's more of an issue because she and her entire family are very MAGA.
Ooh.
Is that
so? If they're just mad at her for that, like, oh, okay, but why would they wait?
Well, it's like you're between like saying something like you don't know it and saying something because you know it's a dog whistle. Like,
oh, okay.
Is that like is she doing it? Is she doing it knowingly? Like, there's all I've seen ads where you've got all these Norwegian people and you're like, I know what you're saying between the lines there.
Yeah.
You're trying to get the white race and all that stuff. Like, listen, Cletus, you're not that pure.
Maybe I'm just stupid.
Isn't she from like Idaho or something?
I thought she was from Australia. No, that's Jacob.
Slight difference. She's from Australia or Idaho? One of the two. I mean, not for nothing, Idaho is pretty fucking racist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
okay. Fucking nuts.
So I was half right. So she was born in Spokane, Washington.
Okay.
But she was raised in North Idaho.
Whoa.
North Idaho, the Panhandle. Oh yeah.
Yep.
That's like being in the Panhandle. Any of the if you got a Panhandle section of your state, that section of that state is racist as fuck.
We kind of have
If you're a black person and you lock the doors, you don't go a mile over the speed limit, you're still getting pulled over.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
We have where?
We don't like your kind around here.
Becky says we have a Panhandle.
we have an arm.
We have an arm.
Oh, we've got an arm. We don't have a Panhandle. We've got a flexing arm.
What is a Panhandle?
Like Oklahoma,
Oklahoma,
like
the Panhandle of Florida.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like we have one.
No, they always say Texas has a Panhandle.
Yeah.
But it's not really like
Panhandle.
Yeah, but it's not really like a Panhandle though. It's just that northern
it's
like
little nubbin. Yeah.
Massachusetts has that little.
We have a hook.
We get the notch
with the notch down below with Connecticut.
Yeah, because of a lake, right? There's a lake there.
I think there's something. Yeah, it's some sort of.
Nobody knows. We don't go there.
But there's like
we don't give a shit.
But there's some like property. I think it's like a property thing. So it's considered part of Massachusetts, and it's part of the outline of the state. They just decided no, your state cannot have a perfect level bottom line.
Well, I mean, to be honest, back in the day, I mean, the surveyors were doing it by walking and with the lengths of chains.
You're kind of still doing it that way.
Well,
I was just thinking if we wanted a fence, I was like, this is all made up, what our property line is.
Yeah.
There's like the lasers and mirrors that they try to do nowadays, as opposed to just like eyeballing it.
Yeah. Maps. That's hard.
It's made up, but now it's like it becomes like accidentally legal. Okay. I was thinking the lake that's part of that notch is the lake with the unpronounceable name.
Oh, Lake Chagamogamog.
They're not. You can't call them that, Mike. I'm gonna have to dump out.
I want. I'm part Websterish.
You're Australian.
Yes, I'm Australian.
There's a big Y on the notch though, and there's also Coward Farms.
What a bunch of pussies.
They just call that Lake Webster, right?
Oh yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. It's Lake Webster. Yeah.
You're not gonna try to pronounce the whole name.
No, it's like what's that? It's Lake Webster.
Yeah, I was way off, by the way. That Webster Lake and the Notch are
you're about
an hour away.
I was gonna say you're about 40 miles away, right? Yeah.
Yep. You know, we do have near us though. Was it like Snoop Dogg Island or Busta Rhymes Island? I think it's Busta Rhymes Island in Shrewsbury. It's in the middle of a small lake. I'll see if I can find it. But yeah, it's in the middle of a small lake. And
anybody bought the rights to it?
Someone bought the island and called it Busta Rhymes Island. But it shows up on Google Maps. I don't even think there's a way to get to it, like, easily. Like, you have to take a boat to get to it.
Look, I mean, if Google Maps can go change it to the Gulf of America, they can easily change an island to Busta Rhymes Island.
Did they change it?
Yeah.
No, it happened.
I think it's like, so is it legally now the Gulf of America?
Legally, it's whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Yeah. Who owns the map?
Because it depends on what you're looking at. Because
if you are in Mexico, it is still the Gulf of Mexico because where it touches, it's that. If you're in America, it's called the Gulf of America.
Google Maps calls it the Gulf of America.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Yep.
What
Because
about
where's
Apple
your IP
Maps?
out of too?
Well, you know what's going to happen is if once is out of office, it'll get changed back to Gulf of Mexico.
Oh yeah.
This is just a 4-year thing here.
God, hopefully less than that.
There you go. Sydney Sweeney's tits.
Oh.
That's all I had to say. Now she's distracted. Now she's thinking.
I do feel like we need a commercial to get everyone really mad once a year.
To distract us from something else?
Yeah.
To distract us from the Epstein files?
Sure.
Yep. Well, didn't we already have that this year with Kanye? With his Nazi merchandise? It was a Super Bowl ad.
Oh, yeah.
And that pissed a lot of people off.
Well, yes. linking to a website that sells such merch is tough. But
shirts with swastikas on them. Yeah, a little people were mildly perturbed by that.
I think it was obviously huge news, but a very small population actually got the ad and was like, well, what is this? Obviously. Right? Because didn't it only play in certain...
Played in 3 markets.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, that's still 3 more markets than it should have. But
it was like LA, Philadelphia, and...
Oh, okay.
Yeah, somewhere.
And Boise, Idaho.
Yeah.
Big city. When I say markets, like they were big markets.
No, of course.
They were in the top 10. But it was... But then, of course, like, if the internet didn't exist... This would just be something that showed up in the newspaper 3 days later.
I think that's fair to have a lot of eyes on that.
Mm-hmm.
This one, I don't.
I think it also
about that.
I
think it's kind of going to stretch.
It also called into question the vetting process for Super Bowl ads, because Kanye told him it was going to be one thing, and they just said, "Sure, Kanye, whatever you say, man."
And why
Thank
are
you
we
for the
letting
money."
him do this? I would immediately know to scratch that.
This is Kanye, and somehow he has the money to do this.
No, he doesn't. I don't know what's going on.
I think he's got the money. He's still got the money.
He's got Kim's money.
He's got something. He's got something.
He has something. That's for sure.
Yep. Okay. I'm going to.
Has she said anything?
Who?
Sydney?
Speaking of money.
She's just in her rocking the jeans.
She's just taking the money. And she's just enjoying the income from that.
Okay. American Eagle jeans, I know they, things change, quality changes, but God, they were good jeans.
I feel like the quality has gone, but the thing is, I think quality on everything's gone down.
Yeah.
So
I think they're still good jeans. All things considered.
I only buy my pants now from Old Navy. And that is because
you're an old man.
No, it's not just that. They
walks up in his white New Balances. I'd like some shorts and pants, please.
No,
he needs a stretch band in his jeans.
I don't. We don't call him. We don't call him pants. We call them jeans. We call them dungarees.
Oh my God,
that's what my father calls them.
Yeah.
I got in trouble once. I was 14 years old. We were at my aunt's place out in Oregon, and they were having it was like a big party because it was my grandparents' 50th wedding anniversary. So like the night before, a couple nights before, it was like big party at my aunt's place, whatever. And I you remember because you were the young person and you walk into the room and now all of a sudden there's like, "Hey, the child is here. Let's all focus on them." And my father, for some reason, announces to the room, taking Jack to Kohl's tomorrow and we're going to buy him some trousers.
Oh, trousers. That's
and I just said, without even thinking, what the fuck are trousers?
Yeah.
And then I got half the room laughed.
I like that word.
And then fuck?
No, trousers.
Yeah, well, then my parents
both is good.
My parents were, "Why are you swearing? You don't use that language around here." My mother took me out back and beat me with a rusty piece of glass.
Well,
yep, that's right. She found a rusted piece of glass, and she beat me with it.
You just took it.
And then my father made me say 10 Hail Marys. All right, time for this.
This is the end. Hardly focused.
The end.
I should probably start talking, huh? Yeah, there we go. No, I'm just going to let the bed go.
Dead air.
Yeah, dead.
The alarm's going off.
Call the engineer.
Lou.
Lou. Oh, I miss Lou. You gotta put something on there. I can't flip the station until 6 o'clock. You gotta put something on there. I can't have dead air for 15 minutes. Oh, I love Lou. Mike, just quickly, there was a radio show in Sacramento, syndicated to Reno, Nevada. It's called the Rob, Anybody, and Don Show. It was originally called the Ron, Arnie, and Don Show, but the Arnie part of the show left about 10 years ago, and they decided to, I think it was a very acrimonious split. So initially they called it Rob, Nobody, and Don as a fuck you against Arnie. I think Arnie probably threatened to sue, so they changed it to Anybody, where the anybody could refer to anybody. The show staff, the listeners, a guest host. And the Rob portion of the show is like the textbook definition of a narcissist.
Oh, of course.
And he's also got a very serious drinking problem. And
it's always a great combination.
Yeah. He owns his own company and thus owns the radio show. So effectively he's kind of doing the Howie Carr where he's like self-syndicating it. Mm-hmm. And he was on a rock station in Sacramento. Our friend Neanderthal is actually the morning host on that station now. And a guy we worked with, Mikey at WAF, he was doing afternoons at this station in Sacramento, and he's now very successful doing podcasting.
Mike FM?
No.
Okay.
I get what you're going for there. The serious answer is he did do production work for Mike FM.
Is he a wedding
Mike.
singer?
He is not. but he says contractually Rob wouldn't let him talk about him on the air. Kind of like how like Howard Stern had the gag order on Opie and Anthony. Mikey and his afternoon show were not allowed to talk about the morning show. So the rock station drops Rob's show a couple of years ago, but they're still on in Reno. And Rob's drinking problem has become like so serious that they like just he keeps missing shows. The show keeps going on like unplanned, unscheduled breaks for extended periods of time. They were on one of those this summer. And then this past Monday, their producer announced on their social media pages that because, again, Rob owns his own company, his own broadcasting company, and thus directly pays his staff. His producer said, yeah, Rob hasn't paid me in a month. So we're not doing best of anymore. It's been fun. See ya. Bye. And the Reno station, because they didn't have any best of prepared, dead air for 2 hours.
Oh, that's not good.
Like 2 minutes of dead air is bad. 2 hours, which is hilarious. That means like just people were asleep. The people who were supposed to care about this, the engineers, the program director, they were asleep. So now the radio trades, the rest of the show has all resigned, and the radio trades are now speculating that the show itself is done and that Rob's drinking problem has come to a head. And this has been a train wreck. Because I'm friends with Mikey, I've been following this slow car crash for the last 2 or 3 years, and it seems like we're finally getting the prolonged end to it. But I think that is, I mean, it sucks if the guy's got an alcohol problem. Like you don't want to wish ill upon him for that, but for his staff to just say, fuck this, I'm out.
Well,
at a certain point, you're like, I'm not getting paid.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
That's a long time waiting.
Yeah.
Like mortgages do.
Mm-hmm.
Bitch better have my money.
And that seems to like, not just in the radio business, but like in like the video game industry too. Like I read about that where people like will say like, hey, we've gone weeks, we've gone months without getting paid, but we're here because we love the job. We love what we're doing. We're going to get paid eventually. We're going to get that paycheck.
I understand that. If you want to grind and do it for the love of the game, hoping that it ends positive, but at some point you do have to hang it up if you need food on the table.
Yeah. Oh, and they call their show, because it's Rob, Anybody, and Done, they call their show Rad Radio. He's giving like the 1,000-yard stare into the camera.
Dead air stare.
Hey, it's talking like you it's Rad Radio. All right, yeah. God.
Well, I guess in honor of a show like this going off the air, because this dude Rob too, he has been annihilated on air before, and like the worst time it happened, it was so bad he actually got pulled off the air during the first hour of their show one day and didn't come back for a month. Like immediately, like was
you're too drunk for radio when that happened.
Yeah. But the clip that Mikey kept playing on his podcast, it was during the first or second break of the morning, and they're talking about like health food, and it was something about like, would you rather eat like salad like 3 meals in a row or drink vegetable smoothies?
That's us every night.
And he was like, but the way he said it was like, I can't ever hear anyone like say the word smoothie without thinking of Rob, because the way he said, he's like, where's your vegetable smoothies? And then they go to commercial and their producer's like, dude, you're going home. Like, you cannot be here right now.
Come back when you're not drunk.
Month later. Like, you can't even stand. You don't even know what day it is.
He should be at a Coldplay concert.
He should be at a Coldplay concert. He'd fit right in. Anyway, this is a list, but it comes from Ask Reddit. What's the most creative way to say you have to poop?
I read this Reddit. I loved one of the responses, and
Well, I pulled the top 5.
I hope it's the one I liked.
Number 1, I need to go log out.
Nope.
No?
Don't like the word log.
Okay. Number 2, I have to separate the art from the artist.
I don't use that, but I love that analogy.
Number 3, I have to visit the Oval Office.
Boring.
Number 4, I'm harboring a fugitive.
I like that one.
And then number 5, I must bless this house.
I like that one more.
That's the one you use at a party.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you remember
That's not your home. You're like, I've got to bless this house. Is he religious? No.
It was something like I have to write my congressman or something.
I've actually heard that one. I like that one. It's not pooping, but my dad's friend would always he would just like piss wherever. Like he dude's hilarious. Like he would just like run behind like an alleyway or something. We'd be out somewhere and he would just like, is anyone looking? All right, I gotta go fertilize the lawn.
My dad would always say he had to go to the library.
It was number 3, but I do a short. I just say I'll be in the office if you need me.
Jack, quiet. No, you don't. You're so shy.
Not in front of you. I can't.
Slip.
I can't.
You
do it in
act
front of
like
Becky.
you're never. No, you don't need to do it in front of me. But you like secret mission. End up in the bathroom. Like you'll just slip out.
Yeah, I don't.
And I go, where are you going? You going to poop?
Yeah.
And then you're like, yes.
You call attention to it, and then you're the one who announces it. You're the one who's just like,
the whole house needs to know every time. And then I have to tell everyone I did it when I'm done.
So we have to cheer for her.
It's a family affair.
Life changes when you have multiple kids. It's more public.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, it's an accomplishment for them, especially if they can do it by
yeah.
themselves. And
wipe my own ass. Well,
Yep.
You wiped substandard this time.
We say that too. Well, yeah.
You teach them that they're not done until they see blood.
Oh, that could be cancer.
Honorable mentions. I'm feeling a little long in the colon.
I hate that. I don't like the word colon. I don't like the word log. I don't like the word harbor either.
I need to go fax the president.
Oh, maybe that was it. That's fun.
Gotta make room for daddy.
I like the word daddy, but I hate that.
And then
that is disturbing and funny at the same time.
This is one I should start using.
I didn't think about it. Oh, I hate that.
Oh, now you. Oh,
I hate that.
The wheels were turning.
Finally, the last horse crosses the finish line.
Yeah. And then finally, I have a meeting.
That's you.
That is me. Yeah.
You live in shame.
For some reason, in front of like women,
rebel, shame.
In front of women with whom I live, all 2 of them, I never announce my activities. But like when I worked in an office, I would just get up and just be like, "Well, if anyone needs me, I'll be in my office," and they all knew that I was.
You'll just harass your coworkers.
Yeah.
No, I find it peculiar. I think that's a fascinating thing about you.
Is that I'm like reserved about that?
Yep.
He's got a shy sphincter. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Yeah. No, you're just like shameful about just habits. That's how it appears. I don't know. So it makes me want to ask more questions.
It's like I'm committing a sin by.
Well, it's been tough. Can I just say?
Letting a coffee flow through me. What's been tough?
It's been. We need to talk about how hotels are remodeling, and they're going the route of like no doors on the bathroom. So you have to now stay in a hotel room with your family with basically no door, either the barn door or a clear door. What are we doing? I feel like that's been everywhere.
Dude, okay. When I was out in California a few years ago, I love my friend Haley to death, but her house, like she's got like, it's basically a cabin in the mountains, but she's got the barn door for the bathroom.
Hate that.
I couldn't, like I stayed there for 3 days and I couldn't shit. I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
I just like it, like, dude, this door doesn't even close.
Right. It's wafting.
You could just walk right in while I'm in
wafting. There's sounds.
Yeah. And I'm like, I was hurting. By day 3, I was hurting.
I need to poo.
I finally, when I left, because I left her place and then drove into downtown LA for the James Corden taping. And I remember stopping, I think at a Kohl's, because Kohl's have nice bathrooms. And that was like the most like violent shit I had taken in a while, because it was just building up for several days. And it's all because of that damn barn door.
Yeah, that's tough. Don't love that. Really don't like. It ruins kind of the vacation. And I've been seeking out our next hotel. I'm looking for rooms that aren't remodeled. I want the old, disgusting carpet, because I know there'll be a solid door on that.
Yeah.
Because that's not the modern chic we're going with. I hate that.
I just, I just turned the sink on.
No,
I let that just.
It's way more than that. There's more going on.
At least it just masks the sounds. It's not going to do much else, but at least like the sounds of me groaning and straining myself are a little muffled at that point.
And I can still hear it.
Yeah, you got to bear down, otherwise you're gonna bust a polyp.
It's the smells.
These places are cutting back. They really are. That place we stayed at in Atlanta,
that was
downtown Atlanta.
Exactly. There was no door because the building was at a slant and it was a rolling door that didn't have a latch. So I had to shove tissues in the. I don't know.
Improvise, adapt, overcome.
Never. If you see a hotel,
the hotel was
Loft. It's called Loft. If you ever see a hotel called Loft, never stay there.
It probably was one of the nicer options. I don't think downtown Atlanta's for us.
Atlanta sucks.
I hated Atlanta.
I
hated all of Georgia. I'll be honest.
I liked the airport area.
Hated it. I hated everything.
You didn't like it? I at least like the airport area.
I think we just had a number of experiences that. No.
I mean, we were in the South. Like, what do you?
But that's not even why. I just think that we happened to hit a few days where I did not enjoy it.
Yeah, America's great, isn't it? Except for the South.
People love Atlanta. People love Georgia. Granted, we saw a very, very, very narrow view of it. We were on a mission.
What's funny though is Superman, the new Superman was filmed partially in Atlanta, and having been there, I was able to like certain scenes. I'm like, I actually know exactly where that is because I've been there. That's funny.
Seen it. Oh, been in there. Yeah.
That was my bad. I didn't do my research, and unfortunately, it is the Aloft. I think though is that. I mean, it's a chain, right? Owned by Marriott, and that's the style of all their rooms. So noted. I couldn't even believe though if you're gonna have a sliding door, not just even a latch.
The Loft hotels, Mike, they you go in and they look like they're designed to look like ultra modern, almost futuristic, brand new, but it's almost it seems like they've just moved into what used to be like an old Radisson, old generic like Holiday Inn, and they just renovated at least like the entryway, like the entrance, the front lobby, and then when you get to the rooms themselves, nothing, no change. Maybe some small like the paint job, but you could tell it was definitely like an old style hotel.
It was I forget what it was before that. Yeah.
But it was dank. It would just.
It could just be this one. The elevator, I was reading reviews. I learned more of where we were staying. And that elevator that was just broke has been broken for a year. It's
like the apartment from Big Bang Theory. It's not fixed until the last episode.
We stayed in multiple hotels that trip though. And all of them, actually, the door was similar. Even the one in downtown Nashville, it begins with a W.
Wasn't it the W?
The Westin?
The Westin.
Oh, okay.
I think, yeah. I mean,
I think they have hotels called the W Hotel.
Westin.
Sure, they do.
My cat, Westin, and his Purina.
Yeah.
We're making fun of Hillman.
Yeah.
Remember his cat?
I forgot about him.
Weston, that lived to be like 15 or something.
For him.
Yeah. Yeah.
The Hilton one near the airport as well.
I actually like that one. I think that was my.
It was, but the door situation was the same. There's just no solid door that shuts. We just need that, like, for the girls. Can you throw us that bone?
Listen,
cut your corners elsewhere. I also don't like they're taking closets out of hotel rooms. That sucks.
You know what, though? Becky likes airport hotels because when we did our spontaneous weekend trip to Nashville in March, the first time, you loved that hotel.
Well, it also matters, right? Because we went on a day and we weren't staying long where we could stay at the higher priced hotel. So spending more money does make a difference. We stayed at a true proper Hilton. That might have helped. But Jack got me a corner room. I put him in charge. It was great.
Yeah, Mike, we had a great view of scenic runway.
I loved it. It was a nice room.
It was a really nice room.
I didn't want to leave.
Yeah, that was a good time. We brought our cookout back there.
Nice.
I started thinking, I never thought that I would transition as I make more money to spending more, just having a little bit more disposable income. I still have none, but a little bit more. Would I not find the cheapest room somewhere? Maybe cheapest 3-star hotel. And I thought, I don't really care about it. I deeply care about it. And now I'm going to actively choose the nicer places.
Yeah.
I always used to think my dad was crazy, where he would be like, no, we have to stay at the best hotel. And I'm like, well, why? We could stay at like the sick hotel, but not the best. But now I'm like, you know what? Yeah, he could afford it. And I can afford it. I'm going to do it too.
Yeah. I mean, it makes a difference. It really
100%. It made, yeah. Now I know. I learned a little bit more about myself.
And
they still won't have a door though.
In the internet age too, like your Yelps and your TripAdvisors and what have you.
I couldn't believe.
What is the door situation?
Yeah. They tell you that is it. I'm seeing more people talking about this. This is becoming a thing. It's just pick somewhere else to cut your corners, please. Take the TV. Give me the door.
Mike, when's the first family vacation happening?
We got one coming up in a couple weeks.
Where are we going?
Up to New Hampshire.
Nice.
That's fun.
Yep.
With all the kids?
No,
just
it's a family vacation.
Damn.
2. Just pick 2.
Just pick 2.
My favorite two.
Yeah.
Nick, you're on your own for a weekend.
He'll park himself in front of the computer and eat fucking potato chips and cheese sticks.
Yes, there's Cap'n Crunch in the cupboard. You know where the cups are. Have fun.
What part of New Hampshire?
Just around the lakes area.
Okay.
Pisaki.
That's fun.
Now, is that the first family vacation you've done?
This is the first family vacation with all 5 people. Yes.
Damn.
Yeah.
You nervous?
No.
Are you going to threaten to turn this car around?
No, I'll just threaten to leave him on the side of the road.
Okay, there we go.
You should take him to the fun spot.
You should take him to Laconia.
Or
Loudon. Is Loudon up there? Yeah. Where the bike?
Loudon's up there. Yeah. my brother-in-law lives literally down the street from New England Dragway, so we could always go there.
Oh, nice.
I went there once.
And also next to the Sig Sauer Academy, so he hears drag racing and bullets going constantly.
America.
Yeah, I was like, that's New Hampshire.
Yeah,
right
that's
there.
New Hampshire. Live for your dime.
You know, you said to me earlier, Becky, because Becky wants to get a Dyson vacuum.
Yep.
But you also mentioned tax-free weekend coming up.
I think it's a week from.
I think it's usually the second
week of August.
I mean, we could do that. I was thinking too, why don't we just drive up to New Hampshire?
I was thinking that too. I need a cell phone. I'm like, we should just, because we're always looking for something to do.
Yeah, why don't we just do that?
Don't they take your home address when you're doing a cell phone? And
that could be.
That way?
But can I buy it and not attach it to an account and then come home and set it up? I think I can.
I believe so.
I've done it before. I've had it sit in a closet.
My current phone, I did exactly that because I don't, I have Visible, which is technically a prepaid plan. And you can't finance your phone through that service. So I had to finance it directly through Apple. And they don't give a fuck. They don't care where you live.
Yeah, I do think a lot of these places might find a loophole. But I think I could just buy a cell phone, bring it back. I'll never set it up. I'll throw it in the bin.
She's got this MacBook. She's just this girl has problems. She's got this like nice MacBook that's like just sitting in
brand new
a box.
I've had it 3 years. I've never once ever opened it, turned it on. I just wanted to have it. This is what I live with, Mike.
Yeah.
It goes in the bin. I feel safe knowing it's there, but I don't need it.
Was I so desperate for love? Was I so desperate to get my dick wet?
No, I mean, you could have done worse. I'll put it that way.
Yeah.
She has her neuroses.
Yeah.
I mean, I did, and then I got divorced.
You were desperate, but that really had nothing to do with it.
No, you're right.
I liked your cats.
I like my cats too.
I like my house and I like my cats. Everything else is whatevs.
She wasn't a cat person. And now I wasn't a cat person.
No one's a cat person except I love my cats.
And now I love those two assholes.
They're
assholes.
Yeah.
Cats are assholes. Mike, you know this. Cats are assholes.
Not yeah, but I'm a cat guy.
All right. Very good. Mike, thank you, as always.
You're welcome.
Yes, Rebecca?
I just got word that they've changed the interface of Netflix, and this is really upsetting.
Would you like to go downstairs and get angry about it?
I feel so unsafe right now.
I need to stop sitting at this computer, so I'm going to go downstairs and get angry at it.
I can't believe
it. Is all Mike decent in front of your computer for 15 hours a day?
Basically, yes.
Yeah. I just want to get up and get away from it at some point.
Huh.
That's why I have down cellar.
Yep.
I don't turn my computer on, so I don't have that problem.
You just leave it in the box.
It's in a box.
Becky does her work. She actually has like the inbox and the outbox on a desk. It's full like a stack of papers.
It's a mailbox.
If I break the seal of the box, it loses its resale value.
It's an action figure.
I did break into the box to get the charger out of it, but
well, now it's lost its value. Good job, Rebecca.
I would never sell it. It's for me.
All right. Thank you for listening. We are Hardly Focused. We'll talk at you next time. Goodbye, Rebecca.
See you, Jack.
Goodbye.
Amortization may not have happened.
This has been a presentation of the Solid Listen Podcast Network.